Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick.
She couldn't see much, which leaves only the sound of fading footsteps. She'd never been touched by people before, but was too weak to argue when I carried her home. I know this is hard to see, but thank you for not looking away, because that's how we got here. Dealing with tough medical cases isn't the hardest part of rescue. It's knowing there are other cats out there still needing help. She's the lucky one, here with us, instead of always on my mind. On the day we brought her in, we had tons of other foster cats, TNR projects, colonies to care for, kittens to socialize. So this injury saved her life because we had no more room, no more time, no more money for emergency room visits. This is the weight every rescuer carries, the burden of knowing they decide who lives or dies, because no one else seems to care. And that's how we learned we can't rescue or adopt our way out of a problem this big. We named this little one Mani and made her a promise that we wouldn't just save her. We promised that one day soon, we'd be able to prevent other cats from ever suffering outside at all. We first discovered Mani's colony about a week earlier. Kittens with crusted eyes were spilling out onto the sidewalk, prowling for scraps. It seemed like we'd missed the socialization window, as the kittens were around 3 months old. You can see Mani here too. I was worried this kitten wouldn't last long without intervention. When we set up a trap the next day, Mani was nowhere to be found. Instead, we ended up trapping the tabby kitten, Fetty, and his sister Storm, who came along for the ride. And that's how we ended up with 2 emergency eye surgeries in the same week. Plus, we trapped another kitten 2 blocks away that would also need eye surgery soon. We initially thought about adopting all 3 kittens, Fetty, Storm, and Mani. But that would mean that we didn't have any more room to keep fostering. So we found Fetty and Storm a forever home where they would get tons of love and attention. But this one, we never got around to listing her for adoption. One year earlier, we found this sad cat trying to survive outside. The neighborhood kids called him Garfield. We'll be sharing his full story later. He became the big brother Mani never knew she needed. As Mani got more comfortable with us, she began to express herself with these delightful trills and songs. She has the most beautiful voice. And she's very selective about who to share it with. She didn't like most foster cats. But after we rescued a special kitten named Lionel from the street, she would visit him every night. Singing her special songs to him from the other side of the door. Until one day, Lionel found his own voice. Mani's days are filled with peace and comfort, but we know not every cat is so lucky. As the years pass by, we've rescued hundreds of cats, all within a small part of Brooklyn.
One sweetheart.
We learned from firsthand experience that fostering and adoption alone doesn't prevent more friendly cats from just showing up. So we ramped up our trap-neuter-return program, training and supporting neighbors so they have the resources to help sterilize all of the feral cats on their block. TNR is incredibly effective at stopping the reproductive cycle among feral cat colonies. One feral cat, like Mani's mom, for example, can be responsible for dozens of unwanted kittens. But even TNR can't prevent new friendly cats from showing up, often pregnant or having recently given birth. So to keep our promise to Mani and every other sick, half-dying kitten we've ever found outside, it's time to go further. It's time to break the cycle once and for all. Our mission is to end the cat overpopulation crisis in Brooklyn and beyond. To solve this, we must go beyond just treating the symptoms. So in addition to rescue, fostering, and TNR work, we're going to start focusing on making spay-neuter services more affordable and accessible for everyone. And as fewer unwanted cats are born outside, each one has a better chance to enjoy the life they all deserve.